Okay, we're going to look at the same function we looked at the other day, and that we just kind of figured out the behavior of it, and we're actually going to graph it and find the 5 key points. So first of all, again, remember you need to factor this so that you can see the phase shift. So I'm just going to take a 3 out of there, which means that would have to be cancel there, so I need that. Right? So, and again, you can view this as kind of like 3 over 3 in a sense, and you're pulling the 3 in the numerator out, and so the 3 in the denominator stays. All right, and so now I look at my sine function, and I want the normal, 5 key points that we normally deal with. So we have what? Pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. And again, remember the sine function typically goes mid, high, mid, low, and keeps going. That's not a very good sine function, but hopefully you get the idea. So again, it starts at 0, goes up to 1, goes back to mid, now to -1 in this. Now again, remember you don't have to have that memorized because you can just go around the unit circle and pull off all of the sine values, and so you get your 0, 1, you get your 0 over here, -1 over here, and back to 0. So again, you don't have to have it memorized, but it's helpful. All right. And so remember, we're going to take these 5 key points and we're going to fix them based on what this tells us to do. Now remember, this part right here is dealing with your x, and so that tells you that you're going to first of all have to deal with a period, but then you're going to have to shift it pi over 3. So to fix the x, we need to multiply by 1/3 because that's the same as dividing by 3, and then to make this be 0, it'd be negative pi over 3. So we're going to have to shift it a negative pi over 3. So we're going to take all of our x points right here, and we're just going to fix each one of them. All right, so the first one, what did I just do there? All right, so I took my 0, multiplied it by by 1/3, and minus that. So that's just a negative pi over 3. My next one is pi over 2, multiplied by 1/3, minus pi over 3. So let's see, this is what? Pi over 6. So let's see, pi over 6 minus this would be common denominator 2 pi over 6. So that's a negative pi over 6. Alright, my next one is pi. So times 1/3 minus 1/3. So pi over 3, obviously minus pi over 3 will end up giving me a 0. The next one is 3 pi over 2. Take it times 1/3 minus pi over 3. That ends up being what? 3 pi. These would cancel, so I end up getting pi over 2, but I need a common denominator anyway, so I'll just stick with 6. So I get 3 pi over 6, and then here minus the pi over 3, which is what? 2 pi over 6. Again, common denominator times 2 times 2. So I end up getting pi over 6. And my last one is 2 pi times 1/3 minus pi over 3. Okay, and I get 2 pi over 3 minus pi over 3, and I end up getting pi over 3. So these are my new x values, which is awesome. All right, but now I need to figure out my new y values. Now, to figure out your y values is a little easier. Let me switch colors here. So I'll switch to blue. And the reason is because the y values, to fix my y's, I just need to, times by 2 and add 1. All right, so to fix my y's, kind of got off a little bit there, but that's all right. I'm just going to multiply by 2 and add 1. So 0 times 2 plus 1 is just 1. 1 is 2 plus 1 is what? 3. Multiply 0 times 2 is just 0, so I get back to my 1. -1 would be a -2, so that's a -1. And let's see, what's my last one? 0, so I get back to my 1. Now again, this isn't negative here, so I should go from mid, high, mid, low, mid. So let's see, it looks like I go mid, high, mid, low, mid. So that's good. All right. So at this point, I have my key points that I want to graph. All right. So here are my new x's and my new y values, and so I'm going to graph those in the next video.